I'm accessorizing. I learned it from watching you loot everything that wasn't welded in place.
It's for laboratory study, a logical course of action with no risk of mishap.
That is all for now. Until next time, keep hail and mind your calculations. Unlike parallel lines, I hope someday we'll meet.
Так, я фофта так и не поменял, да? Да.
Continuing as predetermined. Consistency in your work
Так,
is
а
wonderful.
чё я,
Consistency in
собственно, делал?
playlists is not. Now for a new
Куча
song.
поинтов. А, я хотел чекпоинтов сгонять. Смогу ли я пройти квест? Где ты был-то? Здесь? Сейчас проверим, сколько проверок нужно пройти. Так. Точно я вырубал. На улице работать. Призов как бы.
Come to jeer at a fallen old rival like all the been some sorely not expecting much, but go ahead. Try your worst. Let's hear it. That was almost all right. Got anything else? You implying I'm suffering from oxygen deprivation? You do know the only thing keeping us breathing on this tub is an air scrubber built by the lowest bidder. Anyhow, you done yet? Or you got more? Really? Name me another team above us in colorful opposing team fatality. Sure, the other teams exceed in body goals. You're almost half decent at this. Not especially skilled, but not atrocious. Not good, though. Definitely not good. I
Блин,
figured
ты
as much.
серьезно?
You're like one of our products.
Ядрить, ну и квест. Это чё, шутка? Девятка нужна во всех.
Welcome to... What is it? We hope...
Ой-ё.
for repudiating our forecasts and relevant informational details for near present and future calculations.
Ну, идиотский квест какой-то просто. Просто все поинтерки. Шикарно.
Come to G. Not expecting much, but got anything else? Anyhow, you done yet? Or you got har har? Wait, was that a physics joke? Like my mask. You're almost half decent at this. Not especially skilled, but not atrocious. Not
В
good,
смысле?
though. Definitely not good. Don't abandon your present employment. I figured as much. You're like one of our...
Unless you show the proof, your theory will be picked apart. Your
Ты
theory
чё, надо мной издеваешься, что
What
ли?
now? Jeer away. I'll be counting...
prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just deduce it. Prove it, prove it, yes you must prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just deduce it. If you cannot prove it, take your
Ты
theory
чё, издеваешься?
Fucking crime! You can play it back! You're just not a good look, Commander!
Don't talk to Luke. Give us a...
How dare you!
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom,
Я ничего не понимаю, как этот квест проходить. Чё за бредятина, ну просто. Тут нет выбора, нет диалога даже.
prove it, prove. That is how it works. That's a basic proof.
Not expecting much, but go ahead.
Что это?
Try your worst.
Давайте.
Well, what you don't know could fill the archives. I mean, got anything else? Anyhow, you done yet? Or you... Pretty average work, all told. Better than anyone else here, sure, but they exist only too thoroughly to... I've...
Зашибись.
A very proven proof. You think you know it all. The answer's in your heart. Unless you show the proof, your theory will be picked apart. Your theory will be picked apart. Prove it, yes you must prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just deduce it. Prove it, yes you must prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just deduce it. If you cannot prove it, take your theory and remove it. You must prove it.
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is Grand Plan Wireless, the informed, sourced, peer-reviewed sound of scientism. Truncated courtesies. I bear a dispatch of great noteworthiness. Our former protectorate colleagues have undergone a radical leadership shift. I submit this recorded announcement, intercepted from a Protectorate wireless broadcast, as empirical evidence.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept
Зашибись, да,
the
он должен мне дать
responsibility of shepherding
Он
you
дает мне
through
хронику.
these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly.
There you have it.
This should be rich. What now? I'll be counting the peak.
Чё за дичь? Еще пару раз еще пробую, но его в жопу. Походу, тупо забагованный квест.
Prove it, prove. That is how it works.
Come to
That's
been not expecting much, but go ahead. Try your worst. Got anything else? And proud of you. Anyhow, you done yet? Or you got sure. Overall, I must say I am patently
Prove it, prove. That is how it works. That's a basic proof.
been not expecting much, but go ahead. Got anything else? You anyhow, you done yet? Pretty average work, all told. Better than anyone else here, sure, but they exist only to thoroughly define the bottom of the.
Как тут еще досыграть можно? Через один.
Come to Jira.
Да иди
Not
ты.
expecting much, but go ahead. Try your worst. Let's hear it.
2-2-1 я пробовал.
Well, what you got anything else? You anyhow, you done yet? Sure. Overall, I must.
Бред какой-то просто.
Prove it, prove. That is how it works. That's a basic proof. And you give
Come to been not expecting much, but go. Well, I mean, got anything else? Anyhow, you done pretty average work, all told.
Все, вариантов нету даже.
prove it, prove. That is how it works.
Один, два,
That's a basic truth. And you give another one more basic proof. When a triangle
Come
exists,
to been not expecting much, but got anything? And you anyhow, you done yet? Or you got more?
love those squares.
Sure. Overall, I must.
Ну, хрен знает, короче, что уже с ним делать.
Is how it works. That's a basic proof. And
Come to been not expecting much, but go ahead. Try your worst. Let's hear it. Got anything else? Anyhow, you done yet? Or you... Har har. Wait, was that... you're almost half decent at this. Not especially skilled, but not atrocious. Not good, though. Definitely not good. Don't abandon your present employment by any means.
Чё?
I figured as much. You're like one of our this should be rich. What? I'll be count. This should be rich. What?
Это какая-то чушь просто.
Yes, you must prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just to prove it, prove it, prove it. Yes, you must prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just to do it.
If you cannot prove it, take your theory and remove it. You must prove it.
You have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan Wireless. We verify before we amplify. Axiom denatured protein slab contains exactly the amount of protein your body can process at a given time. Make Axiom your axiom of choice. From the Order of the Ascendant. Humorous hot beverage mug text recently observed, scienticians seek safety in numbers and enlightenment. Warning, the following song mentions some actions that are improper, something your fractions should never be.
Do not worry when things become complicated. Went to school and studied, then matriculated. There's no need to suffer from perplexity in the face of a source of large complexity.
Hi.
Короче, я не знаю, как это выполнять. Выбирайте лучшие варианты диалога, зашибись. С чертами. Это вот шутка какая.
Well, what is it?
They are useful in problematical or use square root numbers that are negative. Complexity is partially imaginary.
Бред какой-то, блядь.
Prove and prove, that is how it works. That's a basic proof. Can you give another one more basic proof? When a triangle exists with an angle that
Блин, серьезно.
That was dedicated to
Переключил
all the
окно
innovative
прекрасно.
minds in the
Может,
Department of
вот
Applied
и...
Scientism, from their admiring cohort in the
Ай,
Department of Research and Inquiry.
Avid followers of our predictive playlists are already aware of which song follows. Interested in receiving our weekly selection of mathematical clues? Visit your local
Can't know the difference between cover and concealment.
Так, у меня же здесь ни хрена никаких пистов нет, правильно?
Change compared to spirit operations of lab pilots confidential work. Whatever they're working on, don't worry about it. All I know is their department alone is responsible for
Что делаю могу? А, не могу.
8% increase in higher operational budget for the network.
Что?
Semi-decade. Credit where it's due. To me, as your chief executive, I've fostered a healthy cutthroat rivalry between our
Well,
Because they've definitely come back just to see you.
А,
Don't let us keep you.
да не
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Andy's Choice Society is based upon. Because we worship bits, but because of the... Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume with Andy's Choice. As your peerless leader known for her unparalleled business acumen, you must be precise. It's your vocation to appear above the occasional frivolity. But no, I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you base rank and file. The big rim cut off toss volumes from home. But our Arcadia Grown League is a worthy substitute. Certainly a more profitable program than the traditional.
Бля, надеюсь, в игре не 30 левелов суммарно. Конечно, весело будет.
You have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan Wireless, We verify before we amplify.
Healthy food can be grown in soil, but even healthier food can be grown in a laboratory. 100% Fabwich. Our Fabwich packaging is as airtight as any proved by the charismatic mathematician.
From the Order of the Ascendant. Humorous hot beverage mug text recently observed, scienticians seek safety in numbers and enlightenment. Consistency in your work is wonderful. Consistency in playlists is not. Now for a new song.
Generating primes, techniques, and uses. Good day and welcome again to Advanced Abstract Algebraics, Section 4, Session 43. Please continue to enjoy the background music, which I have selected today based on its arithmetic-based harmonic progressions. My name is Edmund Vandersmythe, and I am the Senior Tenured Laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numenistics for the Order of the Ascendant. Today's lecture will focus on the generation of prime numbers, techniques, and uses thereof. I know. Prime numbers? Why so simplistic? Well, consider this a basic refresher course in remedial numenistics for those new to the order. I will start by explaining what a prime number is, despite the fact that you should have learned that definition decades ago while still in diapers, but no matter. I have been called many things, and repetitious is one of them. I have also been called redundant several times, and once I was called reiterative, if you can believe that. So, prime numbers. What are they? The simplest definition is this. Given the set of natural numbers greater than 1, let's call that set n2, then a prime is any number in the set n2 that is not itself a product of two other numbers in the set n2. A simple definition. Elegant, even. Uplifting. Almost ascendant, you could say, but not redundant. Side note, I am frequently asked why isn't 1 a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself? And the answer is simple, you silly lay person. Because with such an inclusion to the definition of a prime number, then nothing else would be a prime number. And then what good are prime numbers? Wait, you ask, what good are prime numbers? Why would we want to find and use prime numbers? There are all kinds of abstract number theory applications, and that should and would be sufficient reason to want them. But there are also, how should I say, practical applications, such as maintaining the security of bit cartridges. In fact, our archive uses primes for that reason and many more. The archive incorporates prime numbers for storage and retrieval on its ultra-efficient system of data bricks, as well as using prime numbers in the process of checking its memory stores for corruption, lest its calculations be tainted by such. But if you strive to become a numenistics researcher, there are several open questions in the area of prime number study. One such question is this: is every even member of the set n2 besides 2 a sum of 2 primes? It seems to be so, but no one has ever proven this conjecture. Similarly, are there an infinite number of prime pairs that differ by only 2 in their value? That seems unlikely, but we have been unable to find an upper limit. Perhaps you could discover one of these proofs and become the next Senior Tenured Laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numenistics for the Order of the Ascendant. Such a lofty, and dare I say, elegant goal. Good disquisitions to you all, and good day.
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is Grand Plan Wireless, the informed, sourced, peer-reviewed sound of scientism. Valued students of the Order of the Ascendant, recent fascinating but alarming astronomical events require your immediate and undivided cognitive attention. The main rift anomaly has undergone a sudden destabilization event, spiking in mass and activity, surging 17.2% into a web-like construct spanning 0.17 astronomical units. The geometrical math underlying this energetic intensification reshapes our understanding of exponential dynamics. No exaggeration, we will spend years analyzing this phenomenon. Yet we must suppress our curiosity for the moment. It has become clear that both the large and localized rifts have transitioned into an existential threat to the entire colony. Why our Vicar Laureate was nearly consumed by the rift's runaway expansion while on an important research excursion. He barely escaped being reduced to his constituent nucleons. Our seers predict with a 37.6% certainty that the localized rifts across Arcadia will also intensify. If you observe something, write something. Citing sources and submitting for peer review, of course. Thus, we will save humanity and preserve the rifts for laboratory study. A logical course of action with no risk of mishap.
End message with an emphatic sign-off such as, "You'll never be sad when you have solutions." Oh, that apparently was a note to self, not to be read aloud.
Continuing as predetermined. Warning, the following song mentions some actions that are improper, something your fractions should never be.
When we first met, your eyes pierced mine like an ionic bond. I felt it in my new blood.
Marisol, she reminds me of the serial heroes I wanted to be just like when I was a kid. There's some... she's probably already got bugs listening in on us.
Так, где я проверил уже все разломы? Здесь точно все. Здесь не было. Так, Дорадо у нас есть пусть. Нету ни хрена получилось.
Were we destined to a faulty form of passion when we talked about the roar of oxygen? You broke my heart.
Блин, сейчас вспомню еще где это было. На улице. Так, проход с этой вроде только стороны. Короче.
In our dynamic process, the temperature in it never remained constant.
Exactly at the predicted hour, it's another installment of A listener asks, who was the charismatic mathematician? Why do we call him this?
Just weapon prime!
Ready to waste them on your command.
In the annals of history, the sobriquet of charismatic
Ай, ладно,
comes from
хрен
his
с
early
ним.
days as a
Так,
professor
встать не
emeritus
могу.
of cognitive mathematics.
Стоишь.
Of mental transcendence. The subject of his teachings are outside the scope Simply ask, and I will answer in a later installment. Ask a victim.
The following song has been determined to facilitate abstract thinking and constructive rumination.
Don't mind me.
If something hasn't happened, if something's not the case, if you find your data missing inside your database,
Look sharp!
if you need to find alternatives,
All in the wrist.
Это ж еда, да? Я правильно понимаю?
or repudiating our forecasts, and relevant informational details for near present and future calculations. Though our current cordiality with Auntie's choice continues to hold, remain certain that every department stands united and ready should conflict recommence. Why, simply recall the precision of our air defenses against low-flying craft, augmented by our Sears technology combined with the deft skills of our exemplars. This keen partnership not only forced our rapacious rivals to drop supplies from high orbit, it sent their ground troops scampering into scattered lines of hastily dug trenches.
Don't make me bury another agent!
British theoreticians, a tidier paraphrasing of their colorful invective, couldn't hold their own on the battlefield.
So ends this missive.
And now, additional data and/or music determined to facilitate cognition. Next up, well, the seers among you all
Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity.
little ditty was dedicated to novice Gertrude Powell. Your anonymous admirer has taken great interest in your figure work and projections.
And now, more music to perform advanced calculations by.
The color of space. A chromospectral analysis. When asked about the average color of space, the famous stellar cartographer Newton Otis replied, no hesitation, beige. No experienced human astronomer is answering the expected question, but I can already hear the obtuse listener bleating. This is confirmed for the ignorant. Wouldn't the average color of No. No, it would not. The answer is rooted in the science of how hot objects absorb and emit light, which answers the ancillary mystery of why there are no green stars. To understand all of this, you must understand the basics of thermal divarication emission theory. The typical piece of non-heated matter absorbs most electromagnetic radiation and radio emission, and the light reflects only a small portion of that radiation. The visible pattern so they can be modeled as an idealized object, which is assumed to absorb 100% of all electromagnetic radiation and re-emit some based on its temperature and composition. Stellar composition determines what packets of light will be emitted, while stellar temperature determines the frequency of light and hence what portion of the spectrum that light is in. Low temperature is infrared and unuseful to us in astronomy presentation, which I did not describe here. As the stellar body's temperature increases, its emitted light shifts into visible light, through red, into orange, then yellow, then white. Even rare blue stars exist. These are the hottest stars, emitting mostly blue and invisible ultraviolet light. So why are there no green stars, you wonder? Emitting green light also emits bluish and or reddish light too, resulting in a non-green star. There is no naturally occurring stellar composition that emits solely packets of green light. In fact, such a composition itself would constitute evidence for intelligent interference, and no such evidence of any kind has ever been detected. Let's get back to Newton Otis, the famous stellar photographer.
Блин, они что, все ожили? Или что это за бред?
Was straightforward. Astronomical field of view into grid. Then
This might sting. A lot. It hurts. All in the wrist. This might sting.
But only dimly, not change its level. The light from every galaxy, star, nebula, and quasar was gathered and fed into a central tabulator for computation. Subsequent spectral analysis produced a...
Let me know when you need a distraction. This light couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Hey, got a distraction for you.
That result was...
Recharge for mayhem.
More specifically, and the cylindrical coordinates will have covered. The cube is 22
Lights
degrees.
flashing before my eyes, Commander. Revive me.
And the valve is a full 1%. In more novice terms, while the color tends towards white, results in a more stand at the nondescript walls of your library, classroom, or dormitory community, and insult the knowledge that beige is also the color of the universe.
Do you have my back?
Gracious statements. Products research to increase energy energy, efficiency, and focus.
Anti chips. Sell staples and personally safe. Tomorrow's favorite snack is available today.
The assembly. Statement with dual meaning. People who hate numbers do not count as much as the rest. And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic to water this year.
True.
The spread, illnesses, and eventual control of the purple berry parasite. OA archive transcription number 3918-4, beginning to begin. Hello. For the record, my name is Marie de Rothschild, Junior Archivist, Class 4 of the Archive. Today, I would like to talk about irresponsible spread of the purple berry parasite by Auntie's Choice and its numerous subsidiaries and former supernumerary, although that's a different lecture. The spread of this parasite included a corresponding rise in gastrointestinal illnesses and deaths until preventative measures were put in place after illness-related costs exceeded corporate profits. As is usual for Auntie's Choice. The purple berry parasite it infects nearly 100% of all purple berry bushes, both in the wild, on corporate farms, and even in our hydroponic collections. Originally discovered on a single colony world, the purple berry plant was subsequently spread throughout the colony to Auntie's Choice's poorly regulated. Well, actually, it was due to Spacer's Choice, which somehow merged with another company to become Auntie's Choice.
Your patience is commendable, passenger.
But they mostly amount to relabeling assets and changing so I will just refer to them as Auntie's Choice goes. The purple plant was at first thought to be poisonous, as the early colonists eating its berries died from the most in a rare Auntie's Choice lab recording in our archive.
Да ты
Acquired from a
серьезно?
corporate defector to the Protectorate before our stellar system was sealed and the Order ceased daily interactions with our Protectorate allies. But again, I digress. Belated testing by Auntie's Choice's unlettered scientists showed that the berries were not poisonous at all. Instead, they were infected with a microscopic parasite, the purple-berry parasite, or PBP, as it is colloquially called in Auntie's Choice's records. More specifically, the PBP eggs are found in every berry of an infected plant, where these eggs have been subdermally injected by the second stage of the parasite. But I am getting ahead of myself. Let's examine the PBP life cycle in detail. After an infected berry is eaten by a host, the microscopic eggs inside the berries are exposed to the host's digestive enzymes, which trigger their hatching. These parasites enter their second stage as spiky, worm-like creatures with outsized, pincer-like mandibles, which then proceed to feed on the host directly, ingesting tissue and blood along the entire intestinal tract. These worms are eventually expelled when they reach a size of approximately 2 centimeters in length, and they then seek out nearby purpleberry plants to lay their eggs in the ripening purpleberries. And I should add that the plants are well fertilized in this entire process. Also, as the expelled contents contain undigested purpleberry seeds, the distribution of the plants is increased, helping infected purpleberry plants to spread farther and grow better than uninfected ones. Perhaps unsurprisingly, careless Auntie's Choice scientists mislabeled this case of obvious symbiosis, given how both the purpleberry plant and its parasite are benefited by the relationship, as a parasitical relationship. Given that initial classification error, it's a wonder the Auntie's Choice scientists managed to ascertain any subsequent safeguards at all. After some additional casualties, plodding Auntie's Choice field researchers discovered that co-native planetary fauna was well adapted to the parasite and hardly affected by it to any large amount. But human colonists were not so fortunate. The PBP worms disrupted the human internal biome to such a degree that the eventual correspondingly large immune response leads to violently explosive diarrhea, resulting in the expelling of the worms, the berries, and most of the person's gastrointestinal tract. Human casualty rates were close to 100%, even when reluctantly given medical attention by Auntie's Choice doctors, who were more concerned with upselling unnecessary procedures or prescribing expensive ointments such as their antibiotics, a topical cream that offers no benefit to the dying patient except possibly smoothing away stubborn wrinkles, according to product literature. However, given the purple berry's non-zero nutritional value and low growing costs, impatient Auntie's Choice administration officials directed their labs to find ways to remove the parasite from the berry. A variety of methods were tested and found effective, but they were all time-consuming and wasteful of the edible portion of the purple berries, so these methods were deemed non-cost-effective and rejected out of hand. Eventually, the answer was found not in a lab, but in a history book. Specifically, a history text on Saltuna, a crossbreed of two different earth fish species called salmon and tuna, was found that contained a reference to anisakid nematodes, or salmon worms, with an estimated 70 to 90% of all salmon being infected by these parasites. More importantly, the text contained the solution to eradicating these parasites: freezing. The simple and obvious, yet untried, act of freezing the salmon meat killed the embedded parasites. A quick test showed the same procedure worked on PBP eggs, although without quite 100% effectiveness. The remaining parasite eggs were not removed, a method that was judged too wasteful and expensive, since they increased the protein content of the berry without affecting their texture or flavor in any discernible way. The microscopic egg remains were simply too small to be seen or felt by the unaided eyes and tongues of their consumers, so Auntie's Choice administrators were satisfied with this inept solution. Purple berries are now a common nutritional and flavoring agent throughout the colony worlds. Mindless Auntie's Choice consumers especially purchase a large variety of purple berry-themed foods and beverages, all of them mislabeled parasite-free. More accurately, the label should read live parasite-free. But in any case, Auntie's Choice once again demonstrated their contempt for their customers, for nature, and for any pretense of safety. Another reason this documentarian is grateful for our order's fabricated nutritional foodstuffs. OA Archive transcription number 3918-4 ends here.
This is Grand Plan Wireless, broadcasting soothing tunes for your audio canal and enriching content for your cerebral cortex around the chronometer until we achieve ascension. A general reminder for the especially studious: monitor your step when traversing between academical appointments. Do not read and walk. If you must operate near or adjacent to said conspicuous dimensional disturbances, please take additional care. Eyes forward, noses out of academic journals.
Now do carry on. And as always, anticipate and calculate.
Further beneficial content soon follows. This popular number has been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
Чьи тут квесты? Второй вроде, да.
3.1415926. How many digits in pi? How many numbers am I? How many digits in pi? How many numbers am I?
Блин, надо было брать вначале тут увеличение магазина. Сейчас бы у меня вообще, наверное, магазин жесть какой огромный мог быть. Уже. Что было, то было. Так.
How many digits in pi? How many numbers am I? 4, 4, 5, 9, 2, 3, 0, 7, 8. 1, 6, 4, 0, 6, 2, 8, 6, 2, 0, 8. 9, 9, 8. 6, 2, 8, 0, 3, 4, 8, 2, 5, 3, 4, 2. How many digits in pi? How many numbers am I? How many digits in pi? How many numbers am I?
Lift weapon primed! Sorry, no target. All in the wrist. This might sting. A lot. Rather restore my...
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Let's say win. I'm the one you need to worry about.
We start with a person's life equation, as determined from the extensive questionnaire they filled out at their nearest predictory. Then, we perform a standard surface integration of the equation, leading, of course, to the production of an undetermined constant. But by using a single data point from their life event list, we can assign a value to that constant, leading to a simple-to-use, simple-to-understand life prediction equation. We can use additional points to not only validate them, but also to improve predictive accuracy. And we can use the resulting integration to predict future life events. And there you go. I knew you'd understand. In fact, I predicted it. Until next time, keep your queries coming.
Stay tuned for what follows. The following song has been determined to facilitate abstract thinking and constructive rumination.
Вот там. Да ты куды? Его, по-моему, жена делает.
This might sting. A lot.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Recharge for mayhem. Step aside. Swine. All in the wrist.
Got it. Combat.
Fortify Thorns.
With weapon prime. You better sleep with both eyes open. Look sharp.
Sorry, ain't ready yet.
This makes sting. A lot. All in the wrist. Either restore my life or avenge my death.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Broadcasting cognitive resonance across Arcadia, this is Grand Plan Wireless. And now for some ageless wisdom from an academic so in touch with today's inquisitive laypeople youth. Time for Ask a Vicar with Vicar Magsaysay. The charismatic mathematician is always a popular topic. To wit, a listener asks, what's this about the mathematician and his propensity for questionable ethics?
A bold query. Yet we do not shy from our founder's flaws. Yes, the charismatic mathematician did have fatal play. For one, he was a prolific author of venturesome fiction early in his career. His narrative larks did not unclaimed judgment.
Recharge for mayhem!
Do not always benefit.
This might sting. A lot. Step aside. Swine.
Keep put, much is left to come. Next up, well, the seers among you already know.
It's a fight! Either restore my life or avenge my death!
Чего? Пулемет на снайперский? Так, ну-ка, так, сюда сначала заглянем. Все-таки, по идее, визуально небольшая пещера.
Philosophical profundities, informed insight into the future, also music. Welcome to another installment of Ask a
И побежал.
Why do I hear order product advertising from the same?
Near death's not a good look, Commander. Let's weapon prime. Oh, Lewis, it's my thing. Alive.
Hey, got a distraction.
Going out of sight.
Now, more music to perform advanced calculations by.
А, я всю еду, что ли, использовал? О, как охренеть. Псих. Да ну куда тебя несет-то все? Отбитая просто в край.
I'll take care of him, Commander.
That's dying. Water. This might sting. Alive. Follow the risk. That's true.
But I'm not ready. I'm the one you need to work.
I'll keep your guts on the inside, Commander. Better sleep with both eyes open.
Arcadia's voice of reason. You have questions, Vicar Magsisai has informed answers, as evidenced by another installment of So bored. I'm always bored. In fact, I'm bored now.
An honest question begging for an honest answer. Numerous studies have shown that boredom is inversely proportional to intelligence. Normally, I would suggest a variety of mathematical puzzles and problems to increase your authentication, but I don't see that as the best solution in your case. Instead, I recommend the following. Purchase a small rubber ball and learn to bounce it. Best of luck to you.
What happens next may surprise you, but not us. This popular number has been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
Ой, я тоже начинаю чекать. Вижу вообще ничего нет.
Are there any numbers you can famous? Are there any numbers that are famous? The ratio is almost golden. It is written that each letter binds. It's a worldwide phenomenon. Attempt to square a circle and you'll need it. Don't confuse it with its homonym ending. It's a number you cannot eat it. Irrational, 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 irrational. The remainder is irrational. Has no ending. A number that we call transcending. A mathematics man named Mueller. His work was that of genius and astounding. His number you see as a lowercase e to calculate with interest compounding. They're irrational, 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 irrational. Remainder is mishrational. These numbers are so monumental. They're also known as transcendental. They're irrational, 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 irrational. Remainder is mishrational. They're irrational, 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 irrational. Remainder is mishrational. These numbers are irrational.
And now, constructually compelling yet categorically veracious statements regarding products researched and designed to increase energy, efficiency, creativity, and focus.
Блин.
Drink Maxima alcohol-free liquor.
Так, а можно
The other brands may
переключить
be
прям в игре язык? Я манал на русском вообще ничего нет. Перспектива, помощь прицеле, помощь чил.
Proof, but ours has 80 proofs, one printed on each label. Collect and study them all.
From the Order of the Ascendant. Always remember, every moment, every minute calculation brings us closer to solving the universal equation. And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic to water this year.
8, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Function f to the n equaling our starting zen. Function fn minus 1 plus the fn minus 2. In all cases that we know, starting where n is so low. Now you know just what to do. Start the cycle, here's the cue. It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely gives us a graph that brings us wonders. Define the recurrence relation, get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from ladder of our scene. upon the golden spiral. A particle quite so vital, arcing in a circle motion, giving squares to perfect quotient. 0, 1, 1, and again.
Ой, мы пофиксили кучу квестов,
2, 3, 5, and 8, and then 13, 21, not 2, 34, we're counting through.
Try Andy's choice liftoff. The laxative with 3 kinds of fiber.
It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely. Get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber of Asi. The Fibonacci sequence is a sequence in which each number is the sum of the two preceding ones. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89. 144, and so on and so forth. It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely summing preceding numbers gives us math that brings us wonders. Define the recurrence relation, get us to sequence summation. Summing preceding numbers gives us math that brings us wonders. Define the recurrence relation, get us to sequence summation. It's Fibonacci from Liber of Asi.
Next, the latest field data validating or repudiating our forecasts and relevant informational details for near present and future calculation.
Почему он продолжает там светиться? Что за бред?
We hope this transmission finds you analytically industrious, esteemed colleagues on Cloister, but might we take a moment to draw your attention to Spyreton? More than a bastion of scientism, Spyreton sits at the archive's doorstep. Whoever holds it is within spitting probability of controlling the entire analytical planetoid. Just a fact worth noting for the venturesome among you in these uncertain times.
That is all for now. Until next time, keep hail and mind your calculations. Unlike parallel lines, I hope someday will.
Continuing as predetermined. Avid followers of our predictive playlists are already aware of which song follows. Interested in receiving our weekly selection of mathematical clues? Visit your local predictory.
Let's jump in pride!
Да чё ты такой?
On your command. It's on, Commander. I'm at. They did me in. Help me out.
Corrosive substance penetrating exterior.
Get to the point and do not vacillate. Get to the point and do not vacillate.
Appreciation of that song is considered a probabilistic certainty. Consistency in work is one thing, consistency in playlists is not. Now for a new song.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Хто? Я нахрен не хочу.
Лучше.
One thing that you have to know, irrationality is good for the world. How can that be?
Let me know when you...
I'll try my next trick to hang me the hot dog. All over it. This might sting. A lot. Step aside. Why? All in the wrist.
How can that be? How can that be? One thing that you must confess, irrationality is a part of our progress. How can that be? Using hard, a number without revolts are resolved, correct in the dividend. Accept it, and you can pay me a positive externality. A positive externality. A positive externality. One thing you can plainly see, accept it. In this infinity, can it be a positive externality? One thing, the national trespassing in the calculation can result in explanations. How can that be? How can that be? How can that
You have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan Wireless. We verify before we amplify.
Make your desired outcome be a probabilistic certainty with Pinnacle Vegetable Expulsions.
You enjoyed our casts. Now try our expulsions. From the Ever bear in mind, we are molecular machines. Our bodies a tuft of atoms. Our minds a result of chemical reactions. Our lives predestined along paths clear only in retrospect. Warning, the following song mentions some actions that are improper. Something your fractions should never be. Broadcasting cognitive resonance across Arcadia, this is Grand Plan Wireless. Because reason never goes out of season, it's time for another administration of relatable enlightenment with Ask the Vicar, featuring Vicar Mag Sisa. Today we focus on quantity over quality analysis with
Recharge for mayhem! Stop talking! Just die. Fine.
You watch her! Hey! Got a distraction for you!
I will restore my life or avenge my death! I'm alive. Who needs to die?
The equation necessarily requires bijective isometry. Such a class of parametric mappings must be made by an objective third-party order member to assure non-arbitrary orthogonality. Make an appointment at your nearest predictory as soon as possible. Any more questions?
Yes, Vicar. Because research shows the listener attention falters after a series of 3 items, here's our third and final question. My Caleb ran away. Where did she go?
She's dead. Okay, great theory and answer session, everyone. As your plain-speaking, relatable vicar, I'm always happy to fill your day with 2.5% of practical knowledge. If you're feeling anxious about what's next, just wait. Things to come have a way of constantly happening. The future is colliding with the present every moment.
As I told you, next up. That the seers among you already know.
Probability and the grand plan. There can be no discussion of the grand plan without also entertaining contemplation of probability. Our ability to predict events to varying degrees of certainty is fundamentally rooted in statistical mathematics. Statistics, at its heart, is not but data. Data that is gathered, collated, and subjected to
Your arrival cannot be more timely. After the events of Paradise Island, I could think of no one more suited.
Gotta say you had me worried.
Then I composed it accurately. To the task at hand. We are standing before the tomb of the matriarch. Few are invited to tour its halls. For any subject, visiting the matriarch and first sovereign's resting place is the pinnacle of empty social. The intelligence my friends risked all to acquire revealed a vault. Who knows what technologies the Protectorate is withholding? If the matriarch was the genius she's purported to be, the skip drive cannot be the entirety of her inventions. Whatever technological advancements may be sequestered here, the goal, but not for much longer. We are going to liberate any and all of the matriarch's research, whatever it may be. The time for considering risk is past. Besides, now I have 2 Earth Directorate agents to assist me. What could go wrong?
I can see a half-dozen points of failure, but
Glad we're operating under the same. We're unlikely to have another chance like this. We must follow through now that we've made the opening. Which also means, once inside, slim chance of that. I'll not assign a task.
Color me surprised.
They'll be taking up strategic positions to guard the entrance, and watching for. We'll move more swiftly in fewer numbers. After you.
Reduced to chance. At present, we do not have Instead, we are still forced to deal in probabilities, expected values, and standard deviations, which lead to the dreaded sigma of probability distributions. By necessity, we are forced to estimate outcomes based on assumed distributions of sample populations. Such travesty. No, not a travesty. Tragedy. A horror. A horror the archive will help us avoid. Every bit of data collected, analyzed, and input by our archivists brings us closer to our goal, to the solving of the universal equation. Whatever all you think is not enough. Guesses are not enough. incomplete information.
Stay close and keep silent. The less attention you draw, the better.
Lead to tragedies. We must not guess. We must know. Help us know. Contribute any and all data you can collect to our proud archivists. And you too can say—
By the matriarch, there weren't supposed to be visitors today. That Sentinel and Docent are gonna put splinters in our plan if they're not dealt with.
You hang back here. The commander and I'll take care of this.
Gladly. I'll rejoin you once the path is clear.
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is Grand Plan Wireless, the informed, sourced, peer-reviewed sound of scientism. Warmest courtesies, fellow ascendants. Please collaborate in ponders with former Protectorate colleagues. Consider them simply as adversaries is intellectually lazy. They are a subjugated population, incurious, cognitively atrophied. What horror! The Protectorate overseers have much to answer for. Lest you forget why we parted professional ways, they pacify their
You get turned around?
Correction. They stupefy them with depressive pharmaceutics and relentless propaganda, unlike us.
Now really ain't the time. Look, you can leave, but you'll leave alone. I'm staying to see this through. And don't think I won't follow anyone unwilling to put some skin in the game for me.
Peer review. Our estranged colleagues, meanwhile, pit neighbor against neighbor, reporting one another.
Not to worry. I've got your back, Commander. Whatever you choose is up to you.
Ample evidence. Protectorate rank and file have washed upon our shores, sputtering testimonials of so-called mental refreshment, a process wherein citizenry undergo chemical thought suppression. In a praetor fortress dedicated to this insidious purpose, they emerge more intellectually docile than when they entered.
I now present to you my new invention, the Skip Drive, a revolutionary technology that will allow humanity to sojourn to the stars.
And be mentally refreshed. Free Market Station is hosting a training group to help ex-Protectorate subjects think for themselves. Make them productive members of a true society. We should welcome them back, our former colleagues. Replace the empty promise of the paradigm with the verifiable veracity of the universal equation.
In closing, a potentially incongruent word of advice. Invariably find a way to turn your negatives into positives.
And now, additional data and/or music determined to facilitate cognition. Avid followers of our predictive playlists are already aware of which song follows. Interested in receiving our weekly selection of mathematical clues? Visit your local predictory.
Do not worry when things become complicated. You went to school and studied, then matriculated. There's no need to
Only a singular mind could have conceived of such advanced technology.
Set course for
a large complexity. Complexity is partially imaginary. No need for fear. The concept isn't very scary. Complexity is partially.
For my next gift, I bestow upon you the pinnacle of automechanical design, far superior to all automechanicals that came before. The time well spent in... Let this accord between the Protectorate and the...
They are useful in problematic occasions. You can take the formulas derivative, or use square roots of numbers that are negative.
Охренеть.
The order of the ascendant on the moment of Arcadia's true birth.
Warning. Power at 13%. Power cell error. Power cell has been partially depleted due to inaction. Pathing obstructed. Rerouting. Error. Reroute failed. This presentation will continue until audience recognition is received.
You can handle it if you stay very wary. Cold expecting is partially
Order disregarded. This unit serves only the matriarch.
You must be suffering a malfunction.
The matriarch perfected automechanical design. Therefore, it is impossible for this automechanical to malfunction. You are malfunctioning by suggesting this operation is in error.
Your logic is infallible, like the matriarch. Running self-diagnostic now.
Accepting your role in the grand plan. Understanding your place, knowing your course, removes all worry and doubt.
Never again will we see her.
It has been 10 minutes. Perhaps you would like to
Warning. Power at 13%. Power cell error. Power cell has been partially depleted due to inaction.
Corrosive substance penetrating exterior.
And then one day our eyes did meet, and fate set into motion that telltale surge of dopamine and increased oxytocin. Adrift within a flood of hormonal persuasion. I shall share with you now my heart's comfort's equation.
Under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the security system's been activated. Do not rush me.
Well done springing the jaws of that trap on the Sentinel. Now to give that docent similar treatment.
Crazy.
-1 to the power 3 up to the power 3 equals square.
contemporaneously wishing you did not find its tempo, chord progression, form, and/or meter overly distracting.
Consistency in your work is wonderful. Consistency in playlists is not. Now for a new song.
It's not enough to say you think so without defending your position. We won't accept a hunch or feeling, an idea based on intuition. Prove it, yes you must prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just deduce it. A proof is a deducible argument that removes
Now that's been taken care of. We can continue. Wait there. I'll come to you.
All handled. My turn. Should be a hidden entrance here.
So it's always true, it is all possible. Prove it, yes you must prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just deduce it. Prove it, yes you must prove it, prove it, prove it, prove it, just
There. We can access the lower level now.
show us how it works. What's the basic proof? Let's show how it works. Here's a basic proof. The sum of two even numbers. This you can believe in. The sum of two even numbers always comes out even. A proof, a very proven proof. That is how it works. That's a basic proof. Give another, one more basic proof. When a triangle exists with an angle that is right, square their shorter sides, shorter based on height. The sum of those squares will always be of use as the square of the longest side, the hypotenuse. A proof, a very proven proof. You think you know it all, the answer's in your heart. Unless you show the proof, your theory will be picked apart. Your theory will be picked apart. Prove it, yes you must prove it.
The security room that we need to reach is nearby. Should be able to disable that energy barrier from there.
Who goes? No one is allowed in here without the proper authorization. Ah, I see you have come armed. Intruders, then. I suppose you intend to...
Damn, the head curator. I had hoped to slip in before his shift, but no matter. We cannot allow him to leave and raise the alarm. He must be dispatched, quickly.
How?
Now hold on. I know we had to kill that fella with the Sentinel, but this man's unarmed. He's already surrendered.
I rather think that line...
How much of a fuss could this one fella cause, really? Come on, Zeb. No need to...
Please, if secrecy's your concern, you may rely upon me to be the utmost...
Allowing him to leave would be a grave error of mercy, one we can ill afford in this place.
Of their subject populace. Although Auntie's Choice have extended their corporate umbrella over Praetor, their foothold...
Yes, right. I have a family. Well, no, not as yet, but one day. I swear...
Do not allow these crabbled tears to fool you. This is all a performance. No true subject of the Protectorate would yield. This man is an instrument of empire, perpetuating the tyrant's lies. And were our positions... I'm Kent. Are you? Can you even fathom the indignity of... My sister was made into a shadow. I endured daily sessions with the lathe of particularity and still find myself policing my own mind for untoward proclivities and inclinations.
The commander's right. This man didn't put you in the lathe, Zeb.
I never have. Fine, you're free to leave.
You are merciful and wise. I will depart at once.
Let's hope the consequences of this decision do not assert. You and Niall should turn off the power to the security barrier and make your way to the vault. I'll remain here and guide you as best I can.
Not to be read aloud.
Further beneficial content soon follows. This popular number has been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
No going back again. Not until we've done what we can.
We're told to fight in that room. The schematics on this console indicate this place is defended from all manner of traps. One moment. Yes. It appears there are end-ray tripwires, invisible to the naked eye, that will electrify the floors if crossed. Move cautiously, and if you have any gadgets that might help, suggest using them.
Минус 30. Так. Блин, ну в принципе это по сути минус 10. Давай.
Over here, Commander. Reckon I found something that might be useful later. Have a look, Commander. With a little elbow grease and some inadvisable engineering, reckon I could, who knows, could come in handy. Just doing my part, but let's keep on. I'll continue tinkering.
In spite of substantial efforts to prolong his life, my father's condition continues to deteriorate, both physically and mentally. It has been difficult to observe. His latest effort would see him entombed within an automechanical body. I objected, of course, to my father becoming some chimera of machine and man, but was overruled. Now the Order informs me that, far from being a panacea, this attempt has exacted a toll on my father that is likely to finish what time and disease have already begun. I may soon be
There
sovereign.
must be a way to suss out which switch is which.
I will need to hide all
Maybe
of
if we
this.
could peep the wire.
Burn all of my father's research into longevity. Seal his auto-mech body away at the factory. What grief I will inherit. What mess.
And the Protectorate both count very little. The Order of Ascendant counts the most. And now, let's calculations by.
The spread, illnesses, and eventual control of the purple berry parasite. OA Archive transcription number 3918-4 begins here. Hello. For the record, my name is Linda Rothschild, Junior Archivist, Class 4 of the Archive. Today, I would like to talk about irresponsible spread of the purple berry parasite by Auntie's Choice and its numerous subsidiaries and former supernumerary... That's a different lecture. The spread of this parasite included a corresponding rise in gastrointestinal illnesses and deaths until basic preventative measures were put in place. After illness-related costs exceeded corporate profits. As is usual for antibiotics. The purpleberry parasite infects nearly 100% of all purpleberry bushes, both in the wild, on corporate farms, and even in our hydroponic collectives. Originally discovered on a single colony world, the purpleberry plant was subsequently spread throughout the colonies due to Auntie's Choice's poorly regulated interstellar shipping. Well, actually, it was due to Spacer's Choice, which somehow merged with another company to become Auntie's Choice. Honestly, these corporate interactions make little sense to me, as they mostly amount to relabeling assets and changing letterhead and mascot cartoons. So I will just refer to them as Auntie's Choice going forward. That may offend some of my more liberal.
Niles, watch out!
Look, the purpleberry plant. Which we acquired from a corporate defector to the Protectorate before our stellar system was sealed and the Order ceased daily interactions with our Protectorate assets. But again, I digress. Belated testing by Auntie's Choice's unlettered scientists showed that the berries were not poisonous at all. Instead, they were infected with a microscopic parasite, the purpleberry parasite, or PBP, as it is colloquially called in Auntie's Choice's records. More specifically, the PBP eggs are found in every berry of an infected plant, where these eggs have been subdermally injected by the second stage of the parasite. God, I am getting ahead of myself. Let's examine the PBP life cycle in detail. After an infected berry is eaten by a host, the microscopic eggs inside the berries are exposed to the host's digestive enzymes, which trigger their hatching. These parasites enter their second stage, as spiky, worm-like creatures with outsized, pincer-like mandibles, which then proceed to feed on...
By my grandmother, I cannot abide the time this research into the rifts is taking. It has been years, and yet I am still absent, my wife and daughter. I am still whole. The researchers swear it's possible to bring them back from the void. Perhaps those are only pretty lies intended to pacify me, but I trust Dr. Hurley to tell me the truth. I know the Consul wishes me to give up this obsession and focus on the war effort, but why should I? Am I not sovereign of Arcadia? Should my desires not take priority?
Perhaps unsurprisingly, careless Auntie's Choice scientists mislabeled this case of obvious symbiosis, given how both the purpleberry plant and its parasite are benefited by the relationship as a parasitical...
Does that seem a little off to you, Commander?
Given that initial classification error, it's a wonder the Auntie's Choice scientists managed to ascertain...
In all fairness, he tried to help. I don't think he's aiming to get us killed exactly, but I wouldn't place that business with a curator. I'm glad Zeb stood down, but it was close. Never seen him so eager for bloodletting before. He's changed. Ain't sure for the better. I know you're right. Suppose part of me still feels well, no use stewing.
To such a degree that the eventual correspondingly large immune response leads to violently explosive diarrhea, resulting in the expelling of the worms, the berries, and most of the person's gastrointestinal tract. Human casualty rates were close to 100%, even when reluctantly given medical attention by Auntie's choice doctors, who were more concerned with upselling unnecessary procedures or prescribing expensive ointments such as their antibiotics, a topical cream that offers no benefit to the dying patient, except possibly smoothing away stubborn wrinkles, according to product literature.
I'm certain I can diagnose the issue.
However, given the purple berry's non-zero nutritional value and low growing costs, impatient Auntie's Choice administration officials directed their labs to find ways to remove the parasite from the berry.
I might have something else that can get you into that vault, Commander.
And found effective. But they were all time-consuming and wasteful of the
Remember
edible
those
portion
components
of
I found? I was able to turn them into something halfway useful. Turns out you were right about trusting my instincts.
Eventually, the answer was found not in a lab, but in a history book.
You take the honors,
Specifically, a history text on saltuna, a crossbreed of two different earth fish species called salmon and tuna, was found that
Not
contained
now.
a reference to anisakid nematodes or salmon worms, with an estimated 70 to 90% of all salmon.
I was hoping for a more
importantly,
subtle
the
incursion.
text contained the solution to eradicating these.
Am I running hot, or was that a hint of worry I heard in your voice back
Killed the embedded pest.
This terminal should allow me to retrieve all the
Showed
information
the same
stored here.
procedure worked on PBP eggs, although without quite 100% effectiveness. The remaining parasite eggs were not removed, a method that was judged too wasteful and expensive, since they increased the protein content of the berries without
This cannot be right. There's nothing here save the designs for the skip drive. Not even initial concepts. 10 years in Arcadia and the matriarch invented nothing? And what's this about a deal with the Earth Directorate? We need to talk. Now.
In times of darkness, we must hold our principles dear. I fear the longer this war continues, the further we stray from them. Every step we take must honor the matriarch. I tell Henry this, but he is set in his ways. His notions regarding these rifts are sorely misguided. Why close them when we can use them to Arcadia's benefit? It matters not what the Order thinks, what the Doubters say. The Architect bestowed us with the power of skip drives so that we may secure a perfect future. We must act with haste. I only ever wished for Henry to embrace his role as the caretaker of Arcadia, the savior of us all. But if he has chosen a different path, I will do as I must. And I must not fail.
I knew the Protectorate festered with lies, but I had no idea the Earth Niles.
Slow.
It says your agency struck an agreement with the matriarch over a century ago in exchange for skip drives. Arcadia was allowed to completely govern itself with absolutely no outside interference, including from the Earth Directorate.
What message? Why didn't you say anything about it?
If this information is true, then the Earth Directorate permitted the matriarch to create everything Arcadia is. All of the suffering that's taken place here. It all could have been avoided. Things could have been different. That's just another story those in power tell to keep the rest of us complacent. We need to put that tale to the torch, even if it means setting the whole...
Let's say you're right, Zed.
I confess, my plans for after... The problems of that time are for greater minds than mine to solve. But they should have that opportunity, and we can create it for them. The skip drive schematics are here. How the explosive safeguards against tampering work. Its evolution... Our dear matriarch is a fraud. A cheat. She did not invent the skip drive. I thought I might find some technological innovation that could be handed to the Protectorate's enemies. But by releasing this information, we can thoroughly crush the image. No longer will the Protectorate's myth of superiority be used as a cudgel erstwhile. Giving the skip drive designs to the Protectorate's enemies will even the fight. Their technological prowess will be made into nothing. Everything will come apart.
If the whole colony ain't destroyed first by some fool trying to use a drive inside the system, There, not to mention how this agreement with the Protectorate will...
I was not aware of such a connection between rifts and the skip. As for the Earth Directorate, don't you see? This frees them from any obligation to the Protectorate. They'll be able to manufacture skip drives themselves. The deal will be voided. Once the problem of the rift is solved and ships can enter the system, why not? From what now, I'll admit, the Earth Directorate has much to answer for. But if they would help, I would welcome it.
It's worth holding the Earth Directorate's feet to the fire for this deal, but I don't think the entire organization should be judged by its worst decision. Plus, making the skip drive tech available, that's like throwing a lit match into a fuel converter.
Do you think the Protectorate stand around debating the potential for injury? No. They act, and so must we. Damn the consequences.
Hold on, Commander. Exposing the Earth Directorate in this way will cause people to lose faith and embolden the corporations to do as they please. Who does that help? I've seen you bend over backwards to help this colony. If you truly believe this is the right course of action, I'll back you. But you had best be sure.
Бля, что-то может повлиять. Хотя, блин, надо же искать.
And should I refuse to leave empty-handed? What then? Short of shooting me? No.
I know you're aiming to do the most good for the most amount of people, Zeb, but sowing chaos ain't...
Do you know how many of my friends died so we could reach this point? And you would have me what? Give up now on the cusp of victory? Lay bare my throat for the Protectorate machine to cut?
You remember what we argued about? The day before?
I've replayed it in my mind many...
A lot's changed. But that hasn't. Life in Arcadia could be just like we dreamed it.
Out of respect for my friend, I will forestall the release of this information and seek another avenue to help liberate the people of Arcadia. I'll remain here for a while longer to cover our tracks. The Protectorate will discover the break.
Guess this is...
Only for now. If we both come out of this war intact...
I want to talk it over with the commander, but...
Ой. А чё, ничего?
There they are! These are the ruffians who threatened me.
Reprobate.
See that they join their friends in the suffer none of
Commander's almost dead. I will restore my life or avenge my death.
Now you see.
Enemy spotted.
Not walking this off. Let me back up.
Our contentment.
Increasingly difficult to predict times.
Ammunition
The
depleted.
rift intensification event. Leap to extinction level. Fascinating. And worth noting how our Arcadian in Auntie's choice perceive the rift.
Damn it. Zeb was right. Never should have let that curator go. He could have prevented this.
Us. These chronic underthinkers in the Protectorate are taking their textbook propagandized approach, outwardly heralding the rifts as a portent of their vaunted paradigm, while no doubt inwardly seeking to mitigate their peril. This is not idle speculation. The Protectorate is operating their own laboratory dedicated to rift research, the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center on Praetor. We remain skeptical of the Protectorate's research, given their lack of any staff academically lettered and duly accredited in the fields of scientism. In fact, it is likely the rift threat would never have escalated if the Protectorate
Don't even know where to start with everything that happened in there. At least we were able to talk Zeb out of his plan to release everything we uncovered. I'm all for sowing chaos in the Protectorate, but that kind of information is liable to do more harm than good in the wrong hands. I understand his desperation. What I don't understand is the Earth Directorate's part in Arcadia's existence. Ever agree? I expect backroom dealing from unregulated corporations, not from the only agency keeping them in check. The Earth Directorate should be better than that. You're telling me you wouldn't have done things differently, or at least tried to.
device would be most valuable in solving the
Permission to speak candid, Commander.
interim. You may reliably rely on these airwaves to deliver
Strange as it sounds, this whole experience with Zeb has helped me finally. Ain't easy having to decide between your allies and protecting untold innocence. It's the damnedest thing. Augustine still owes a debt to us and the rest of the galaxy. Maybe she pays it all someday, and maybe she doesn't. Either way, you were right to give her the chance. Provided the rift don't dismantle us all before then. Reckon time will decide the heroes from villains in this tale, but it's gonna be hard to forgive the Earth Directorate for arranging the stage like this in the first place. I'm not saying that. Well, sometimes it feels like I don't know what I should be doing. I'm just cutting wires and hoping for the best. No chance of that. Val's got a fearsome extermination protocol that'll make you glad to walk on two legs.
I know.
I've given so much to the Earth Directorate already, and hardly felt a return. Should I just keep on? Push through?
Remedial pneumonistics for those new to the order.
And here I was hoping you'd unlock the secrets of the universe. Foolish as it might be, I'm still convinced the galaxy is better with the Earth Directorate in it, flawed as it is.
But no matter.
Maybe I can make it. All said, I appreciate you giving me the space to work through this. Sort of feels like the future's opening back up after a long time closed.
Called reiterative, if you can believe that.
Likewise.
So, prime numbers. What are they? The simplest definition is this. Set of natural numbers greater than 1, let's call that set N2. Then a prime is any number in the set N2 that is not itself a product of two other numbers in the set N2. A simple definition. Elegant, even. Uplifting. Almost ascendant, you could say. But not redundant. Side note, I am frequently asked, why isn't 1 a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself? And the answer is simple, you silly lay person. Because with such an inclusion to the definition of a prime number, then... Wait, you ask, what good are prime numbers? Why would we want to find and use prime numbers? There are all kinds of abstract number theory applications, and that should and would be sufficient reason to want them. But there are also, how should I say, practical applications, such as maintaining the security of bit cartridges. In fact, our archive uses primes for that reason, and many more. The archive incorporates prime numbers for storage and retrieval on its ultra-efficient system of data bricks, as well as using prime numbers in the process of checking its memory stores for corruption, lest its calculations be tainted by such. But if you strive to become a pneumonistics researcher, there are several open questions in the area of prime number study. One such question is this: Is every even member of the set N2 besides 2 a sum of 2 primes? It seems to be so, but no one has ever proven this conjecture. Similarly, are there an infinite number of prime pairs that differ by only 2 in their value? That seems unlikely, but we have been unable to find an upper limit. Perhaps you could discover one of these proofs and become the next senior tenured laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numismatics for the Order of the Ascendant. Such a lofty, and dare I say, elegant goal. Good disquisitions to you all, and good day.
That wasn't the song I was supposed to play. Oh, I forgot to carry the one. Consistency in your work is wonderful. Consistency in playlists is not. Now for a new song.
Better go see.
33832384627935897932384. А где нож?
33832795502. As the preponderance. Forever vigilant. Make me walk right over there, huh? Appreciate if you cleared out. Disruptive influences.
I will restore my life or avenge my death. Wake his shit right now.
As determined, transpiring events, philosophical profundities, insight into the future, also music. Tired of vacuously untrue statements and satisfying antecedents? At the order of the ascendant, predictions are both sufficient and necessary for your purposes. our predictory today, where we will share with you our deductions and their contrapositive implications. Stay tuned for what follows. More music to perform advanced calculations by.
When we first met,
Seeking cover!
your eyes pierced mine like an
Them to provide living targets for us to practice on.
And a dummy!
It is a privilege.
There you are.
this fatal attraction. This fatal attraction. This fatal attraction.
Так, тут ну-ка, я лучше перестрахуюсь вдруг разовая.
Uh-oh, Commander's almost dead. Perk up, Commander. Don't make me avenge you.
Тут же нет больше. Что за дичь? Тут нет больше вариантов.
You're just not a good look, Commander. Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
Improving position.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Sensibly, I must. Hastening to
Unfriendly company.
Arcadia!
Or mine. Find my subject that had
Restore my life or avenge my death!
We shall stay there and solve the ones you need to worry about. Over here!
I'm not just saying this because I take great joy in the killing of those who have betrayed me.
Да ядрить, ух, тут вопросы-то.
Thought you agents were durable. Pack yourself up!
Классный баг.
attraction. This fatal attraction. This fatal attraction.
You are listening to Grand Plan Wireless, Arcadia's voice of reason. And now for some ageless wisdom from an academic so in touch with today's inquisitive laypeople youth. Time for Ask a Vicar with Vicar Magsisa. The charismatic mathematician is always a popular topic to which a listener asks, what's this about the mathematician and his propensity for questionable ethics?
A bold query. Yet we do not shy from our founder's flaws. Yes, the charismatic mathematician did have a feat of clay. For one, he was a prolific author of venturesome fiction early in his career. These narrative larks did not, shall we say, endure time's unkind judgment, quite like his world-shattering humanity-ascending principles. Nor did his associations with entities...
Looks like a Dom camp is up ahead. We should be able to find one of our devices there.
How can we find someone yet to ascend? Like all of us.
And now you know, but no one knows everything yet. Have another inquiry about our order you're thirsting to ask? Relay your query at your local predictory post haste. Keep put, much is left to come. And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked melodies and become allergic to water this year.
Finally! Maybe now I can get to the truth of this kill order nonsense. I just need to check our comms device for a coded message from my old acquaintance, Severin. I knew it! He wants to help me find out who's behind this. I said... I'm alive. Who needs to...
Looking a few quarts low, Commander. Let me know when you need a distraction.
Step aside.
enriching content for your cerebral cortex around the chronometer until we achieve ascension. Truncated courtesy. I fail a dispatch of great noteworthiness. Our former protector colleagues this recorded announcement intercepted by the Protectorate Wireless broadcast has
Listen well. Days ago,
Got a distraction for you. Over here. Free hole in the head.
to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. Here's the man. Emily Thoreau now accepts the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign blessing. I shall not take this duty lightly.
There you have it. Another turn of Protectorate events. Orchestrated it. Just a theory, but the data supports it. Rigorous analysis of the console's voice inflection reveals telltale signs of deception. We estimate with a 48% certainty that the Protectorate has undergone
Who needs to die?
certainly not unexpected given our knowledge of the Protectorate's societal structure and our own fraught relationship with Consul Emily Thoreau. Work groups of tenured seers in the Department of Predictive Analysis are calculating likely outcomes of these events.
Going out of...
Cognitive function.
Swine.
Right over there.
This might sting. A lot. All in the wrist.
Shots are leaking outside. Now you see.
I'm the one you need to worry about. I'm at it.
It's my thing.
I love to, but I'm not ready.
Let's let them try. Either restore my life or avenge my death.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
You have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan Wireless. We verify before we amplify. Drink Maxima alcohol-free liquor.
Hours?
Roguish comical remark discovered a pound of chocolate. Auntie's Choice and the Protectorate both very little. The Order of the Ascendant counts the most. Avid followers of our predictive playlists are already aware of which song follows. Interested in receiving a selection of mathematical clues? Visit your local predictory.
Generating primes, techniques, and uses. Good day and welcome again to Advanced Abstract Algebraics, Section 4, Session 40. Please continue to enjoy the background music, which I have selected today based on its arithmetic-based harmonic progressions. My name is Edmund Vandersmoot, and I am the Senior Tenured Laureate of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Humanistics with the Order of the Ascendant. Today's lecture will focus on the generation of prime numbers, techniques, and uses thereof. I know. Prime numbers, simply consider them the basic
Y'all talk to low. Just give the signal.
those new to the old. I will start by explaining what a prime number is, despite the fact that I should have learned that definition decades ago, still in diapers. But no matter. I have been called many things, and repetitious is one of them. I have also been called redundant several times. Once I was called reiterative, if you can believe that. So, prime numbers. What are they? The simplest definition is this. Given the set of natural numbers greater than 1, let's